Hey guys, it's Peter, and welcome to Peter Watches TV, where I watch all the TV shows. I watch all the reality TV shows. I watch all the trending series on Netflix and Apple and Max and Paramount and Peacock and everywhere. I watch all the trending shows, and then I react to them over here. And I also have just started recently the Shark Movie Club, where every week I announce a shark movie, whether a very scary shark movie or a very stupid shark movie. I announce a shark movie that I'm going to watch the next week, and then I come over here and I do a reaction to it. So last week's movie was the 2012 3D movie Bait, and I actually watched it last night. It was available on Tubi. It's still available on Tubi. I love the streaming app Tubi. I use it on my Peter Does Stuff channel for all of the movies that we watch for Peter's Movie Club. So for those of you that don't know, also on my Peter Does Stuff channel, I have a movie club called Peter's Movie Club, and they're all movies that are kind of like nostalgic to me, movies that meant something to me in my youth, or the movies that I have loved through the years. So every week I pick a movie over there and then we watch it together. So I'm trying to pick a lot of the shark movies from Tubi, because Tubi is a free streaming app. If you guys don't know of it, you can download it. You don't even have to download it. You can just like go in and watch it. You don't have to have an account or anything. You can have an account if you want to like save shows, but you don't have to. And it's a free streaming app. It's available in Mexico, the United States, Canada, UK, and parts of Europe right now. And they have tons of shows. They have current shows. They have old shows. They have live TV. They have tons and tons of movies over there. And the way they get around charging for their service is that they have ads throughout their movies. And it's interesting because most of the movies that I watch over there have maybe one or two commercials, if even that. Last night, I watched Bait on Tubi, and it had 4 commercials in it, which is actually more than most do for, I mean, it was an hour and a half long. So, okay, so last week's movie was Bait, the 2012 3D movie. And I have to say, I kind of miss going to 3D movies from back in the day when you would get the glasses and stuff like that. Do people still do that? I don't know if there's 3D movies anymore. I think now we have, where you just wear the glasses and it's all kind of like, Pixar and stuff like that. But back in the day, I can remember actually like at home in the summer, on like the local access TV station, they would show some like scary movie like Piranha or something, and it was going to be in 3D. And so you could go to the drugstore and you could buy your 3D glasses, like one side would be red and one side would be blue. Remember those? And they were like 25 cents. And then everybody would like get excited to watch the 3D movie in the summer. So when I saw this movie was 3D, I mean, I've seen a lot of movies that are 3D without 3D glasses on it. But there were actually some like jump scare moments throughout the movie that I kind of wished that I was watching it in 3D. So Bait is a 2012 shark movie. It's a very, very corny concept, but I actually thought it was pretty scary, if you want to know the truth. I thought it was well done. I'm trying to rank these movies on a scale of 1 to 10 shark teeth. So I don't know what I would give this one. I think I gave last week's, I think I gave it a 6.5 shark teeth. This one I would probably give a 5.2, a 5.5. I mean, it wasn't horrible. I wouldn't watch it again, but it wasn't the best shark movie ever. So the concept is that it's this guy and this girl, and they're engaged to get married. And the guy is a fellow lifeguard on the beach, I believe in Australia, with the girl's brother. And so when the movie starts with this older gentleman swimming out in the ocean, and the 2 lifeguards being out there, and the guy that's engaged is kind of, he usually is the one that checks the buoy in the water, but he's not that day because he's talking to his fiancée, and her brother is the one that checks the buoy. So when he's out there checking the buoy, the old man gets eaten alive by this great white shark, because there's great white sharks that are following whales throughout the ocean, and so they're in that area. There's a lot of them, great white sharks in that area. And so the great white shark eats this old guy, and then eats the guy on the paddleboard, even though the fiancé goes out there and tries to save him. So then it flashes forward, and it's like 11 months later or something. And they're now like broken up, and you don't really know why they're broken up, but they're broken up. And so he's like working in a grocery store now, and so he goes to work at this grocery store. There's like multiple storylines that are going on at the same time in this hour-and-a-half movie, which at first I was like, why is all this going on? So he goes to the grocery store, and she comes in with her new boyfriend. She's like moved away to go to school, and she's now come back, and she's there with her new boyfriend. And so he like sees her, and he's like, oh my God, like what are you doing here kind of thing. But like they don't really talk. And you find out pretty quickly that the reason they broke up was that he felt guilty for not saving her brother, and so he let it affect him, and he still wears the necklace of her brother and stuff like that. So he's in this grocery store. Well, at the same time that he's in this grocery store, this guy that's a security guard there, he is dating this girl that's kind of a rebel. And so she's stealing like sunglasses, anything that she can get her hands on, and then they're making out in the back room, and the police come to arrest her, and the police is actually her dad. And then you find out, it's a very complex movie, and then you find out when he's arresting her that he's like, I'm going to charge you for this. And so you find out that her mother's passed away. So she and her father have this very conflictual relationship because her mother's passed away. But she's dating this guy. And so when she's in the parking garage, which is apparently right next to this grocery store, underneath this grocery store, when she's in the parking garage in her dad's car, the boyfriend comes out there because he loses his job because she was stealing. And so then he lets her out, and so they're like wandering around, and then there's this other couple, and they have like this little Pomeranian dog. I think its name is Billy, the dog. And then they're doing it in the car, in the parking garage. And then there's also a guy that's trying to rob the grocery store, two men, and then he shoots Tina. I think Tina is her name. I think it was Tina or Julie. No, Julie was her name. He shoots Julie, and then Julie's dead. And Julie was the friend of the guy that, and none of it makes any sense, okay? Julie was the co-worker that was putting groceries on the shelves with the guy. I don't know if we ever knew his name. I'm sure we did, but I didn't pay attention. To the guy that he couldn't save his lifeguard friend that was the brother of his fiance. Okay, so when the grocery store robbery is going on, and they don't have any money in the safe, and so then the guy's pissed, and so he comes out, and they're gonna like rob the cash registers. A tsunami hits, okay? Which you already know is gonna happen because, well, I watched the trailer, so I knew it was gonna happen. But you know, because all the dogs are going crazy, and the birds are flying crazy, and so a tsunami hits, and the grocery store gets flooded. And so, like, everybody dies but, like, 6 people, right? And so then they're on top of the shelves in the grocery store. And then they realize there's a great white shark in there with them. But there's also, so then you have the boyfriend of the thief girl. He's in his, it looks like the Scooby-Doo mystery van. He's in the parking garage, and then he gets underwater. And then the couple that are doing it with their dog, they're stuck underwater, too, with this there's a great white shark in the parking garage, too, okay? So then they're trying to get out. And then the one guy, he was doing it with his girlfriend. They like swim because this other guy, like, he cuts off the arm of this dead guy, and then he like dangles it for the shark, and the shark comes through. So they're swimming for their life. And then at the last minute, he can't make it on the car, and he throws the dog. And he's like, and the woman, she's mad at him. She's like, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Don't talk to me because you killed my dog. Because you think the dog got eaten by a shark. But the dog didn't get eaten by a shark. Because then he gets eaten by a shark, but then the dog lives. And so everybody's happy, see. But that's not the end of the movie. So then they're like on top of these shelves in the grocery store, and then they're trying to figure out how they're going to get away from this shark and all this kind of stuff, and they do. But the boyfriend, the new boyfriend of the girl, he like goes to shut down the electricity because the electricity cords are like hitting the water, and then they're all going to get electrocuted. And so he like dives under the water. He puts this like cage on his head and stuff like that, like a shark cage, you know. But anyway, he didn't get eaten by a shark, but he just like can't get to the top, and then his legs are weighted down with cans of green beans or something. I didn't understand really why that was going on, but anyway, why his legs were all weighted down. But he had all these cans of, like, you know, I don't know, green beans and stuff like that, and corn. They were weighting his legs. He was trying to get, like, to the air, but he couldn't because of this cage on top of his head. So then he dies, okay? They all die. They keep on dying. Then he dies. And then all of a sudden, when he's died, then his girlfriend's like, oh my God, I can't believe that he's gone. But then she's kissing her ex-boyfriend, and they like make up and they're in love again. But then they like figure out a way to like lasso the shark, right? And they get him with this like hook. And because this one guy, the mean guy that shot, he's like, I'm going to prison anyway, so I'm taking you all down with me. And he's like, he takes this one girl and he's like, you're going to be my bait for the shark. But then they save her. And then the one guy, the other mean guy, he comes and he puts a hook into him, and he's like, no, you're going to be the bait for the shark. And then he throws like the mean guy into the water, and then the shark like eats him alive and stuff like that. But anyway, so then they like do this whole hookup thing to this truck that came through the grocery store, and then they're gonna like blow a hole in the wall, and they're all gonna get out. I don't really understand that part, but anyway, they all made it. And then it shows the very end. I don't know if there was gonna be a bait too. Is there a bait too? Oh, there is? I didn't know. But anyway, but they all walk out, and then it's like they're all like, oh my God, what happened? And then they show like this devastated land, and they're like literally one of the only ones that made it. And they made it, and they were like 2 great white sharks in there and stuff like that. But what's real interesting is there's like no water anymore, so there's these well, they blow up the great great white sharks. The guy shoots them. He shoots him with a gun, the great white shark. Well, one time he shoots him, the first shark he shoots with this big, like, you know, gun. And then the second time he shoots him with a taser gun. He's got like, the shark got these two tasers on him. He's like, anyway, it was pretty good though. No, it was. I know it sounds stupid, but it wasn't. It was pretty good. But you want to know stupid? Okay, stupid is the movie for this week, all right? Now, here's the deal. There's two new movies that came out, here I got them screenshot right here, that just came out this last year, but you gotta buy them to watch them. So the movies are called, hold on a second, the movies are called, let me get to these movies, where are the movies? Okay, oh God. Well, one of them's called, let's give them something to talk about or something. No, that's not what it's called. Okay, The Last Breath. A group of college friends reunite on a Caribbean scuba diving trip exploring the wreckage of a World War II battleship and find themselves trapped inside the underwater labyrinth of rusted metal surrounded by great white sharks. It actually looks pretty good, but it just came out. You've got to buy it for $6.99 if you want to watch it. The other movie is called Something in the Water, and it came out in 2024 too. You have to rent it to watch it too. So I was like, well, I don't mind doing that, but I'll probably do those in the next couple weeks. But I was like, let's just watch something stupid that everybody can watch for free on Tubi. So the movie that I picked for this week, are y'all ready? Oh my God, it's got Jason London in it. Do you remember him? I was like, this is a made-for-TV movie too. Okay, so you know it's gonna be good. I love a good made-for-TV movie. So the movie for this week is called, are you ready? It's on the Tubi. Mississippi River Sharks. Oh my God, I watched the trailer. The trailer is so funny. It's this guy, if you watch the trailer, he's like posing next to this picture of a shark to catch the shark. And the wife's like, move closer, move closer. And you just know he's gonna get eaten. And all of a sudden the shark comes out of the water and like eats him. I lived. Okay, so I can't wait. Mississippi River Sharks. It doesn't say what year it came out, but anyway. When sharks congregate in the Mississippi River, it's up to a horror movie actor to stop them from attacking. Jason London, I said Jeremy London. He's a brother named Jason, I think he does. Anyway, sharks attack a fish rodeo on the Mississippi River, and it's up to a group of locals to stop them. This is going to be so good. I don't know why they're recommending it ends with us underneath there, because I'm sure that has something to do with that. The meshing of silly comedy and cartoony gore with serious drama offers a mixed experience. It's entertaining to a degree, but you can't take it serious, is what it says on the IMDb. So this week's movie is Mississippi River Sharks, 1 out of 7 stars on the Rotten Tomatoes. So you just know it's going to be good. But I am really excited to watch this. I might watch it tonight. And actually, just so you know, I looked up here and it says, there's always facts about like, can there really be sharks in the Mississippi? And yes, there really can. So anyway, that's the movie for this week. Mississippi River Sharks. You can watch it on the Tubi. So let me know in the comment section below if you're going to watch it with me. If you didn't watch Bait last week, I would highly recommend it. It was really actually a pretty good movie. It was scary. Corny, but scary. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm having so much fun doing this. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.